Cuba sí. Cuba sí. Cuba sí. Cuba sí. Thank you. My name is Lazo. I'm the leader of Puentes de Amor. Dear brothers and sisters, we are here today in front of the White House to denounce a crime. This crime has been committed for more than 60 years. This genocide has been inflicted by the United States government against the people of Cuba. Right now, because this genocide, people in Cuba are suffering. Families lack food and medications. Right now, children are denied and dying in Cuba because the U.S. blockade. To make things worse, almost 3 years ago, the Trump administration added Cuba in the list of countries who support terrorism. The addition of Cuba to this list is one of the most evil acts that the United States have done in years. The purpose to asphyxiate the Cuban families, because the addition of Cuba to this list, Cuba got no access to international markets. Because the addition of Cuba to this list, the island cannot do financial transactions with other countries. Because the addition of Cuba to this list, Cuban families have been terrorized and denied medications and food. Because the blockade and the addition of Cuba to the list of countries that support terrorism, they are desperate. And hundreds of thousands of Cubans have left Cuba. President Biden, listen, stop the genocide. President Biden, we represent millions of Americans, Cuban Americans, people from different parts of the United States and the world. We are representing people from different creeds and ideologies who are united in the love to family and humanity. President Biden, we are here in front of your house to ask you to stop burning down the houses of the Cuban families. President Biden, take Cuba off the list of terrorist countries and leave the blockade. Brothers and sisters, sometimes we could have the perception that our struggle doesn't bring the results that we want. 60 years has passed and still the United States is immersed in this obsession of inflicting harm to the Cuban families. Our voices louder and louder demanding the end of this genocide. Now our voices extend from Washington, New York, to Seattle, to Miami, to LA. Yes, and they keep growing and growing in the United States and in the world. Yes, we know that we will lift these sanctions. We know that we will take Cuba off the terrorist list. And we know all this because we are on the side of justice and love. We know this injustice is going to end because if God exists, God is justice and love. And if God exists, God is with us. President Joe Biden, listen to America. Listen to the world. Take off Cuba from the terrorist list. Let leave Cuba. Let leave the Cuban families. Leave the blockade. President Biden, tear down those walls of hate and build bridges of love. Cuba sí! Bloqueo no! 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 Thank you very much. God bless you.
The Alianza Martiana is a historic Cuban-American organization here in the United States, and we're very proud to greet Elena Freyre, who I believe is the president now, or
the Alianza Martiana.
Alianza Martiana.
I'm also a proud member of the Miami Caravan against the blockade. To be here today, and I thank the organizers of this event for doing this. We needed to take our voices to Washington, and the only thing that I need to remind President Biden of is President Joseph Robinette Biden. There were Cuban Americans who went out for you during the last election. There were Cuban Americans that believed what you said during a town hall meeting in Miami. You said you would roll back all the measures that Trump had enacted and roll back the other measures that hurt the Cuban people. You have not done so. You have not done what you promised to do. And we are here today to remind you the Cuban people are suffering, and you are part of that suffering. You're complicit in that suffering. My people need for you to end this. It is time to end this. The whole world wants this ended. Look at the United Nations. Look at most people in the United States are against this blockade. We are here today to represent them. And I'm proud to say that we have 11 million Cuban people marching right behind us. Long live Cuba!
Long live Cuba!
Take Cuba off the terrorist list.
Cuba off the terrorist list.
Cuba exports medicine, doctors, and love. The terrorism comes from the United States and not from Cuba.
Estamos en Washington, D.C., aquí con cientos de manifestantes pidiendo, norteamericanos, cubanos, personas de diferentes credos e ideologías, pidiendo el fin del bloqueo, pidiendo que se saque a Cuba de la lista de países terroristas.